and welcome to a new video. In today's video I'm gonna do a recent reads because I realized that I have been reading, even though I've been reading slightly slower, I have still been reading, and it was a while since I made a wrap up. So let's talk about my recent reads. Welcome. So I'm gonna start with the book that I have just finished a few days ago, and then I will go through the books that I own that I've been reading since March and April, and then I will talk about the books that I don't own that I've been giving back to the library. So let's start with Beautiful Ugly by Alice Finney. I made a vlog while I was reading this where I didn't finish this book in that vlog, but it made me pick up the book again. And you know what, like I said in the video, I would either give it a 4-star or a 5-star. I gave this book 5 stars, and I love books about books, like you know, a Scottish island, a house that's isolated, you know, it's good, it's so good. And yeah, it's about Grady Green, who's lost, or who had a wife, and the wife disappeared, and now he can't write. So his editor, I think Kitty is her name anyway, sent him to this island to make, or to hope that he starts writing again, and then creepy stuff happens. I like this. I really enjoy this. I'm gonna pick up more books from this author. So glad I read it. It's not my book, it's the library's book, but yeah, it's great. This one, I'm so glad I picked this one up. And the cover is stunning. So next I'm gonna talk about the books that I own first, but I read Stephen King, Gerald's Game. It was good. Was it a creepy haunted house story? No, but it was good. I'm glad I read this. I've seen the movies years ago, and yeah, it's a Stephen King, and if I remember correctly, I gave this 4 stars, and I'm still thinking about this book. So if I'm still thinking about it, and this book actually made me reflect, made me think about stuff. So yeah, I'm happy I read it. And then I'm gonna talk about another book. It's a Swedish book. Tänk på döden. It's a psychological thriller, and it's a part 2 in the series. You don't have to read the first book to be able to read this, but if you ask me, I think you should read the first book first. But they are good at both. So and then the next book I'm going to talk about, I have made a reading blog on. So if you want to see that, you can watch it. But The House That Horror Built by Christina Henry. I have read The Girl in Red by this author, and I really liked it. I read it a few years ago, and I really liked that book. But I think I like The Girl in Red more, because even though I like the horror reference, like the movie reference to all the horror movies that I've seen when I was younger, it was, for me, I've seen some reviews, or some people say that they found it to be scary. I did not I don't know why, don't ask me, but yeah, the thing for me, for the most, that made me want to give this book only a 3-star was that I figured out the ending, or most of the ending, and that's why I only gave it 3 stars. Really, is it a scary book? In my opinion, no, but yeah, I'm glad I read it because I love the horror reference to all the other horror movies that are very popular today. But yeah, only gave this book 3 stars. Will I read her other books? Yeah, maybe. A 3-star for me is still good. It's a good book. It's not perfect. It's not a book that I will think of after I read it, but it's still a book that I enjoyed. So yeah. So let's talk about the first book that I don't own that I actually listened to. It was Fjädermannen by Ramona Ivener. It's a Swedish author. She writes books about a detective called David Richter. He's solving brutal crimes through Sweden. And this book is actually part 6 in that series. Like always, when she writes a David Richter book, they are easy to listen to, fast-paced, and yeah, easy to listen to. I love that series about that detective. Then I read a feel-good romance book, I would say, En vecka utan dig. It's a Swedish feel-good book, I would say. It's a feel-good romance. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good, but it was also one of those books where it's not one of those books that I will remember years from now. It was a solid 3-star. It was good, but yeah, it was good. It was an easy read, if I put it that way, because I did listen to it, and I found it to be a very easy read. Even so, yeah, it was good. Another series that I have read from time to time, Med döden som gäst. It's a cozy crime series. And then I listened to, this was right before I moved, Genesis by Robert Hunter. I love the detective books about Robert Hunter. It's almost like Lars Kepler, if you know that author. He's both write about a detective, and yeah, it's a detective thriller, if I put it that way. But if you know Chris Carter. So that was all of the books that I've been reading recently, and yeah, will I do a wrap up for May? No, because I've just been talking about the books that I also read in May a bit, so I will start maybe do wrap ups again from now on. But this is what I've been reading recently while moving and while moving in here. Been good books, slightly. Some have been just good and enjoyed them, and some have been favorites, because Beautiful Ugly is one that I gave 5 stars and really love. It's a favorite of mine. So what have you read recently? Let me know in the comments, and yeah, let me know if you have any reading vlogs ideas, because I would like to make a reading vlog, but I would like to have some suggestion. So let me know, and I will talk to you soon in another video, and probably will do a vlog soon too. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment, and share if you want Thank you for watching. Bye.